Hello, hello, my beautiful Pisces, my mermaids and mermen of the sea, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe from our guides. Today is June 30th. And to all my Canadian friends, I wish you happy Canada Day. I am working with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck today, and this is what we've got here. So it's very interesting. I do like this deck. It's not a big deck, but I really like the messages, and it's a very modern deck. All the graphics are very modern. Now, our first card coming in for our tarot cards is a Nine of Cups. Great way to start it off. Of course, we have the Eight of Swords coming in next. We have the Two of Cups, and our next card is the celebratory card of the Four of Wands. So very interesting. I'm liking it already. So let's see what we have. Well, our first card is escapist, and we're good at that. Pisces excels at wanting to be an escapist. But it says, come home to yourself. Everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read. And some of us like to leave it all behind and go on a vacation. All of that is totally healthy. Our lives can get incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting maybe a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it, head on, Pisces, and let the pieces fall wherever they may. So it's great to want to escape things, and we're good and we're big at that. But we can't ignore problems if there are problems that we need to solve, okay? We need to step up to them. It's a lot easier to solve the problem and then go on a trip or then escape. Then you can do it with a fresh breath of air. You can do it with relief. You can do it with a calm and contented mind. So some of you may just want to run away from a problem, but we can't. And the card's meaning here is you need to face your problem. Deal with it. Find out the resources and help that you can to help you resolve it. Okay? So if you can't do it on your own, ask for help. Never be too proud to ask, my beautiful fellow Pisces. Now, I love the card coming underneath it because we've got the Nine of Cups, and this is the card of wishes fulfilled. Whatever you've been working on, applying your blood, sweat, and tears, your time, your effort, investing into, you're going to see you've got this freedom now. You have the ability to sit there and say, aha, finally now, my rewards are coming in for the hard work and efforts I've been putting towards it. Whatever that is, Pisces. This might be, you're going to want to escape and come into your own, maybe because the hard work you did put out there, the problems and the situation you did solve, now you're able to enjoy yourself. So see, here we have this division here of wanting to run away from a problem. And then if we solve it, we can still go away and we can still do what we want with a clear, calm mind, feeling that peace within us. So this is our card today saying that if we have an issue, we really need to go after it. We really need to face it head on in order to deal with it. Because it's going to bring us satisfaction, happiness, abundance. Our wishes are going to come true. Now, our next card coming in is the Castle, and it says it's time for healing, not war. Okay, so don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination when you had this started and figure it out energy. Never neglect your intuition. So Pisces aren't generally confrontational. Well, we swim away in the other direction. We don't like to deal with it. But mark my words, if we get pushed into the corner, we will come out fighting. However, Pisces, they're saying make love, not war today. Okay? Try to avoid any drama. Try to avoid being pulled into somebody else's chaos and drama. Because as I've told you before, when they do that with us, because we are the sea sponges of the sea, we want to heal the whole world. We suck in good and bad energy, and we repeat those habits. Pisces, this is about you realizing that you can pick and choose your battles wisely. Try to avoid this today. Okay, try not to get caught up in the heat of the moment with the roar of the lion, and then regret what the words you said and the things that have happened, because it's really hard now. It's really hard now to dig your way out of that hole once you've dug yourself into it. Now, avoiding that confrontation at all costs, walking away, keeping your cool, holding your breath, and counting to 10 will help. Okay? Okay. Eight of Swords. Yeah, getting up in your head, presuming and assuming that the worst is going to happen. Well, if you got into that mode, then you need to it's time to heal through it. But it's a time for healing, not for war, okay? Don't allow yourself to get up in your head and start presuming and assuming that because something hasn't happened yet, or maybe you put out a proposal, an idea, a resume, a phone call, a letter, whatever, a text, and you haven't heard back from them, you're starting to think, oh, they're not going to call, or I didn't work out, or they're not accepting me, or something went wrong. Pisces, the only reason something isn't happening is because you're putting up this barrier. This is a card that says step out of your way, because the only one holding you back from this beautiful happiness that you're wanting to achieve and success is you. So get out of your head. Okay, coming in next, we've got the card Gold, and it says you don't need someone else to fix you. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Someone is trying to convince you maybe that you're broken beyond repair, unless you accept their helping hand, of course, right? So if someone offers to fix some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place, Pisces, and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no thanks, no thank you, and know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. Yeah. Okay, Pisces, don't get vulnerable. Don't weaken. Don't allow anybody to step in and try to coerce you and talk you into something, okay, or try to fix you. Nobody's here to fix us because we're all imperfect. We're all perfect and imperfect in our own personal ways. So today, Pisces, if someone's trying to step in and say, oh, well, if you did this or you did that, I can help you get out of it. Or if you know what I mean? Or maybe, you should do this to be better. You should do that. No, Pisces. Don't need someone to fix you, okay? It could be your partner, right? Two of Cups could be your partner. It could be somebody who, you're married to or you live with or you've partnered up with, and maybe they're trying to dominate you and trying to talk you into something. That's not generally the meaning of this card, okay? So don't allow that to happen because you want to have this type of a relationship, a good connection, good communication, being able to discuss things with somebody. Yeah, you're going to lock horns periodically. You're not always going to see eye to eye, and you can agree to disagree, but you should still be connected. You should still be able to see a situation through together. And often that's because you guys are very strong and you care on an emotional level. The Two of Cups says, you could be communicating with somebody here. It could be a partnership in love or in business. All right. Our last card coming in is the Garden. Interesting card again, the Garden. The garden is something lovely. It says something lovely will grow from this. Either we sit around and we dwell in our own pain, or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it's time for the next chapter of our life. Do the thing we feel we most need to do in order to aid our healing, even if it feels selfish. Sometimes it needs to be a little selfish in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you now. And if that's the only thing you feel selfish about, stop feeling that way, Pisces, because you deserve to get through a situation. You deserve to take time for yourself and do what's right for you. Okay? So that's what this is about, doing what's right for you. And look what you can end up at the end of the day with. The Four of Wands, reason to celebrate, feeling at home, feeling secure within your space, feeling at home within yourself and your space you live in. This is a card of celebrating something. It could be you're moving to a new home, renovating your home to look new, building or selling, and relocating to a new home. But it's also the card of maybe somebody returning to the home, okay? Celebrating homecoming. You could be celebrating an engagement, a wedding, the announcement of a birth of a baby, or just the fact that you are celebrating something you deserve to celebrate. Well, beautiful. Let's see what we have here in addition to these cards, Pisces. Yes, let's see what else we have. A lot of lessons today we're learning with this deck, right? Good things, though. Good things that cause us to want to celebrate and see our cups filling and being able to see our wishes fulfilled. If we just step out of our way, when we get impatient, I see good partnership here, though. Okay, I do. All right, our first card is Seek Counsel. Our next card is Reward. Our next card is Meditate and Manifest. And our next card is Teamwork. What's on the bottom? Let's see what's on the bottom. Study. Okay. All right. Seek counsel. Like I said, don't internalize things on your own. Ask for help. I always say that. Don't be too proud, Pisces, to try to handle everything, because that's who you are. You just take the bull by the horn, and you don't have the patience to wait to ask somebody to do something. You just go do it. And often we end up regretting that, right? So remember, ask and seek counsel. You're going to see rewards coming in here. This was right here to celebrate a reason. Yeah, wishes fulfilled. It's time for you to take time for you. Okay? Meditate. Take time. Sit with yourself. And others are going to be teaming up with another person today. Beautiful. You could be studying something as well. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful day, my beautiful Pisces. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.